And if the first 3 minutes of the news is so horrendous that it's going to take you 20 minutes to find your peace and the clarity that would help address the problem in a healing manner, then turn off the TV and spend the 20 minutes and bring healing to it. It is asinine to fill your mind with so much crap that it would take weeks to get your peace back and actually bring some focused, healing attention to what you've seen. It's like it being a doctor. You, as a doctor, would not let 1,000 people come into your office at 1 o'clock because you could not bring healing attention to all of them. You would let in only those that you could bring healing attention to. You see? Okay. Don't watch more of the mortality of life and the horror of life than you have time to bring focused attention to the healing of. Very important. And we will take a break.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Okay. I am throwing Paul a curve here because I'm not saying hands. But we're going to do something different. We're going to pass the microphone to each of you, and you don't have to say anything if you don't want, but if you wish, I would like you to share something that has been especially meaningful to you during this gathering. This group has been very friendly with each other. And your sharing will be of benefit to each other, just as my sharing has been. And so I want to honor it and let you honor each other by sharing whatever was a high point for you, whatever stood out and why. But don't feel put on the spot. You can just pass the microphone on to the next person. So, could I have the microphone? Do you want to start?
I'd be happy to.
Fine.
I found the gathering so far, Mirage, particularly meaningful for me this weekend. And I like the clarity in which you're bringing home the point that thinking really is a block, no matter what kind of thinking it is. And when you gave the analogy of the marks on the glasses, the lenses, it reminded me of the story about the little old man who had his grandkids visiting in New York in a high-rise building, and they played a joke on him, and they ran to the refrigerator and got the Limburger cheese and spread it all over his mustache while he was sleeping. And when he awoke, he went, you know, this smells very bad. And he got up and he went into each room smelling and smelled horrible. And then he threw open the window and he said, "The whole world stinks." So I found it very graphic. And I thank you for. And also what pertained and clarified for me in my walk with it on this path is how important it is that we don't enable others in their thinking processes also. And being being willing to shed light on the areas of thinking that is not in alignment with love is, I think, what we are all being called to do. And I thank you for emphasizing how important this point is. Because thinking is very draining.
Indeed.
And I found that not only does my energy get drained, but if I participate in other people's thinking, their thoughts that are not in alignment with love, it drains my energy for there too. So thank you very much.
Thank you for sharing.
I guess for me, further clarification about thinking has been really helpful, especially the image that you used of the transparency and that good thoughts or bad thoughts obscure my view. Because I had an experience in '92 where all the thoughts all stopped, and it's like what I was looking with got erased, and everything became really clear. I guess it was a moment of illumination. And so the image that you used was really helpful for me in just being willing to withdraw the thought and being curious for what's really there. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, you're next. Oh, you didn't hear what's going on. Yeah, I'll pass it.
I think for me, the realization that I can't go home without my brother has been real apparent to me this weekend. And I may be standing right smack dab in the middle of heaven, but if I don't feel it or see it around me, it is my hell. And you pointing out that the same inside the bubble is the same as what is the outside of the bubble, and what I may be striving for in my mind of unification with my father is it's already right there, and I'm getting a deeper clarification for me that I've been deceiving myself with my ideas of stating over and over again that I don't know the difference when I really do. So thank you very much for that.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I too appreciate the image of the bubble. It's very visual, very clarifying. And your answer of letting things come in their time, letting things be trusting, letting things arrive or not arrive, or be more trusting to God, thy will be done. Another concept is being more childlike, be more wide-eyed, open, instead of traveling in your own rut. Get out of the rut and explore. I'll carry those home with me.
There are so many people this weekend who've shared themselves with me and loved me, and it's Joyce who prayed with me, and Trish and Judy who listened, Sandra who stayed with me, and Patty, who gave me something to do with memories and hurtful thoughts that are so perfect with what you said of reaching beyond the bubble. Actually, if you have a memory or something that's really hurting you, to go take that memory, do what you need to do with it, make a movie, create a package of whatever, but to give it to the Holy Spirit, and that's out of the bubble, and just see what happens. So yes, I appreciate you, but I appreciate every one of you so much, so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'd like to share dreams that within a 20-year period, the same kind of dreams that I had, within 2-year period, or that's this dream really is bathroom dreams, and actually it in real life it happened several times too. Like when I was in grade school, I wanted to go to the bathroom, but each bathroom I opened it is so dirty, not clean enough to go in. But I was desperate, but I refused to go in. And this same kind of dream that dream within every 2-3 years, same kind of dream, and I was curious what this meant. And with last relationship I had, what's it, 2 years ago? I finally, in same dream, but I finally went in and did my thing. And still I was curious, what that means. Then this morning it came, insight came to me, and I don't know whether it's in a right way to put it or not, but I felt peace with this, insight. Even though I needed to join, I find something wrong with, each, person or, and I refused to join in, even though I desperately needed. And sort of, righteous, it always finds something wrong with, fault finder. And I said, yes, that was it. So, last night, I was cleaning bathroom, and I said, wow, this is like it, it's forgiving, what God asked us to be the messenger of forgiveness, That's my function. Yes, I accept it, as my function, but I didn't know how and, what. But yesterday that came to me. Oh, yes. I'm not afraid to join anymore. I'm not afraid to, join. And yesterday sort of bubble busted, And like still, my conscious mind said, I'm different here. Western culture still, even though I lived here many, many years, still not quite, blended into. There's something, always I find something different. But I ask myself again and over and again, why am I here all the time? Always, myself being. It's not this only gathering, but always I'm just a single one. You are so silly. But I think I share my insight, through, being here, something different.
Yes.
And I take everything as a symbol. Even cleaning bathroom, it gave me pleasure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that is all that the bubble is, isn't it? Is just a distinction, making what's on the outside seem different from what's on the inside when it's all one. And the distinction is what keeps the separateness, the by myself feeling. This is beautiful.
And I refuse to join unless that person is holy, innocent, that is, perfect, being. I refuse to join it. I'm afraid to join it, But answer came to me this morning.
Beautiful.
And
Wonderful.
thank you, giving me this opportunity to experience.
You're welcome.
Yeah, this morning, before I came, I prayed that, let me experience that I'm forgiven. And this is it.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Well, I'll also remember the bubble and thoughts on the glasses images, so thank you.
I have been challenged these last 2 days by the image of the circle or bubble, and the vision of the infinity of space beyond that as being a dimension that I haven't paid much attention to in my practical life. I found it helpful this morning to think of relaxing into the arms of the Father, to experience love, and through prayer and the experience of love, to find the circle penetrated or the bubble penetrated, and I feel mightily challenged to conduct my affairs with that perspective. So I'm grateful for the reminders and the challenges. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I like the image of the bubble and the transparency with all the marks on it. Very good images, and the arms cradle that you can just settle into. I really like that waking up is not something you have to effort. You just let it happen. And I really like the snooze alarm.
Thank you.
I think what I liked most, it's kind of hard to decide, but everybody seemed so transparent, so lovable, really obviously lovable to me, so revealing of themselves. Especially yesterday, the men who asked questions really showed me the heart of men that I haven't seen in a long time, of vulnerability or realness. And it meant a lot to me to be aware of that. And not just that, though. I really felt that people were so easy to love in that they're letting me love them. And that feels so good. And that it was safe to be with you all, easy to be as kind of flitty and whatever that is that I've been feeling, just and letting out. So I thank you all so much.
I've had a lot of ahas this weekend that have been really wonderful. Insights that have shown me how I'm thinking about whatever's the right description, things incorrectly. But probably for me, if I have to pick one, it would be the bubble, because somehow it's helping me to know that it's not difficult, that it doesn't have to be hard.
Thank you.
I would just like to say that it's been a really warm experience with everyone here. Everyone has been open and friendly, and I got to know people that whose faces are familiar, but I didn't really know them. And it was very comfortable to not have to remember everybody's names. It seemed like none of us remembered anybody's name, but it was okay. We didn't have to follow social conventions. We'd just be who we really are. And that was very pleasant. And I got a lot of ahas. There were some nice reminders of things that you've talked about before, and that was good to hear that. And it was just, it was fun, and it was serious. You know, it was lighthearted and it was serious, and I got a lot out of it. And I wasn't even going to come, so I'm glad I did. Thank you all.
Thank you.
As I'm sitting here thinking about all that has occurred, I'm aware that it is still occurring, and much more is to come from this weekend for me. I think that the clarity that you have brought me in all the years that I've known you, Raj, has been a gift, a compassionate gift to me. And the whole discussion of the proper realm of thinking and non-thinking has really allowed me to find in that clarity some peace about my own activity. I think often setting off on my own, listening to my own guidance, has been impeded by not having heard it from some other place, or it seeming to be in conflict with what I've heard from you and others. And I realize now that that inner sense of conflict has no longer any basis. And I'm very grateful for that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Raj. I think the symbol that was most meaningful to me this weekend was when you spoke about our need to be with others is to experience our wholeness. And that was most meaningful for me. And when Anne and I were sharing a memory that had caused some pain in her life and trauma, I really got a sense that you were right there in the midst, working through that needed love, needed correction, that you were there working through it with us. And that was part of what you've taught us, how just to be there, just to be with each other. And that this miracle just sort of unfolds in the beingness of ourselves.
Exactly.
And so it was really beautiful to know that my wholeness comes out of sharing with another person's wholeness. And thank you for that.
And of course, your wholeness is part of that other person's wholeness, as their wholeness
Right.
is part of yours, because
Exactly.
it is all one. Yes.
Right. And I do have a question for you, and I will be patient and wait next time when I can ask my question.
I know.
Okay. Oh, good. And I want to thank you for being in my home and in my car and at my work and being present with me. It's great. Thank you.
You are welcome.
Thank you for being here, Raj. I don't know what I'd do without you. I really don't. The Course in Miracles.
Thank God you don't have to.
No, thank you. Well, I had you with me for a long time before I realized I could listen to you. I talked to you, but I didn't hear you until I found out. Anyway, I'm grateful for explaining what you did about waking up, what our bodies will be like, and the imminence of it. I'm still curious about the physical bodies, what they'll really be like, and how imminent the imminence is. Okay.
I hear you.
Well, I wasn't here yesterday, and it was so nice to be able to come into all this warmth and friendliness and to have the people who were willing to share with me things that were said yesterday. I so appreciate Paul and Susan and Raj for creating this just loving, nourishing, warm place to be together. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Raj, for reminding me not to push the wave. and reminding me of my innocence that allowed me to express the child in me, the love in me, and in the strange history in me that just popped out this weekend. There is a tremendous joy in my life of sharing you and sharing love in the hardest places. And I have deep gratitude to be able to play in those spaces with you. And also to have you in my environment, in my office that has so much going on in a little space, but that you're stashed everywhere. I got Raj notes here and there, and I send them on, and it's a new kind of old kind of internet as far as I'm concerned. It's a lot of fun. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I too liked all the symbols that you used. I could understand them, so that was nice. I appreciate that. I appreciate everyone here that I talked to and that I didn't talk to, and just sharing this space and experience together. What I like most is just being reminded that we are loved by you, and there's nothing to be afraid of. And that also I need to go home and clean my bedroom, which I'm 40 this fall, and I've had a perpetual messy bedroom. I mean, I even thought, oh, that's why my son died, because my room's so messy, and that's a reflection. So I don't know if I can put this into words, but you clarified the thing about thinking. It can really cloud our vision, but it isn't like the creating factor or the cause. But I can sure muddy things up, or. But I want to just say one more time, it's the part about the love and the feeling the love that I really appreciate. Thank you.
You are welcome. Thank you. Is there anyone downstairs or upstairs that hasn't shared that would like to? Okay. Hands. In the back there, in the back row.
Thank you, Raj. I'm not quite sure how to phrase the question, but maybe I need some insight to see if what I'm experiencing has to do with my sense of what's going on with myself. In a nutshell, I feel my life has been on hold for a number of years, and that I'm not an open extension of your love. Even though I feel your love, I do my course lessons every day. And
good girl.
I'm 3 stars. And but it's not the same as sharing with someone, being with someone, a brother with the same goal or a reminder. I've tried to extend it partially into my work world, but I found myself in kind of a constrictive situation at work. And I guess I'm in a rut, and I'm experiencing intense migraine headaches for the last number of months. And I guess I'm not sure what I need to do to allow what needs to be for me